cool. It's the Winston Show, the Winston Show, the Winston Show, the Winston Show, the Winston Show! Whatever, dude. It's the Winston Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a show for you today. Hey, it's another whiskey review episode.
I'm gonna drink some bourbon.
Today's episode is all about Bulleit bourbon single barrel picks. If you're new to the world of bourbon, so single barrels are whiskeys that are chosen usually by a pick. Usually you go to the distillery or the dealer, who's ever like your local rep, and they'll give you a few different tasting things to taste from to choose which single barrel of whiskey you have. So it's limited runs from a one barrel source. So most whiskeys on the market that are cheaper are multiple whiskeys blended together to create a consistent flavor profile. But because of the nature of wood, how wood can vary between different trees, different grow years, a single barrel will have a distinct, unique taste that is just to itself that other whiskeys won't have. What makes that cool is of that run of that one single barrel, it's the only one that's going to taste like that. So, you know, you might get lucky and sometimes you might pick up a single barrel and it's absolutely amazing, but you get the same whiskey brand, but it's not from that exact same barrel and it tastes vastly different. So that brings us into today's episode. So today's whiskey that we're tasting is Single Barrel Bulleit. So the interesting thing about Single Barrel Bulleit is before Bulleit started really making their own mash and their own whiskey, supposedly, now I don't think it's 100% confirmed, but supposedly some of their barrels were bought from people who made Four Roses. It was stored and warehoused at Bulleit, but the whiskey itself supposedly is the same mash bill that was in Four Roses. A lot of people say it's essentially a cheaper take on a single barrel Four Roses, which if it is, that's cool. Today though, we're going to compare a few different single barrel Bulleits I have. Go back and forth, describe them and whatnot. So today's pick, the Hugo von Bulleits. The Bulleit Single Barrel. All Bulleit Single Barrels will come with their tag. This one is from barrel E20851. It is 104 proof, 52% alcohol. This was picked by the Inglorious Caskers and Hamilton Bourbon Guild. Cool groups. So let's give this a shot. So, opening that bottle, it's really nice, classic bourbon smell, not too harsh in the ethanol. It's nice. We're going to pour it in the bottle. Not going to go too crazy because got a few of these. So we're going to start with the Hugo Bulleits. Classic color, swirled around, not too oily looking. It's got some legs to it. Smell-wise, before I've tasted it, not too ethanol-y, caramely, notes of oak maybe, floral. There's some floralness to it. It's really nice, almost sour back in the smell. Let's give it a taste. So yeah, it almost has that corny sweetness. Doesn't kick too hard. It's got that caramel, sweet, almost a molasses, slightly sour back end, pungent. Got some. The back end's got this little twist to it. It's really good though. It's a very fine, straight bourbon. Really doesn't need much. Goes down smooth. Very good stuff. So starting with that one. I know some of y'all will be like, your glass might be contaminated. Whatever, dude. Next bottle. Another one. We got Bulleit von Hammersmark. This is another one from Inglorious Caskers. This one's actually barrel 1B30060. So interesting about that, I also have this one here. I like how a lot of these single barrel picks have fun stickers. This one is a single barrel pick, and this is from 1B3059. So that leads me to believe, and we'll put these side by side. Can y'all see that? That leads me to believe that these two whiskeys are sister barrels, meaning the barrels were side by side in the warehouse. So I would expect this one to taste much different than these two. And these two taste very similar, but as you can tell, I've gotten into both of these bottles already. These don't taste similar. They taste pretty different from each other. So let's taste this one, and then I'll compare it, and then I'll go also taste the other. I'm going to do a pretty small amount. I don't want to get
Twisted.
Yeah, it's still not as caramely of a nose. It's more mild, but it's richer, like more of a brown sugar sort of taste, or scent. Again, low ethanol. That might be, though, from the bottle, like aerating a bit because it's half empty, or 3/4 empty. Let's try it. Wow, this one's way better. This is good. This is really, really, really good. It's like deeper flavors. None of that sort of sour sweetness in the back end. Deeper flavors, more darker flavors. Almost clove is in the back of it. Yeah, cloves and brown sugar and not cinnamon, but deeper, darker flavors. This one was a lot brighter, a lot brighter. The Hugo Bulleits versus the Bulleit von Hammersnark. It's delicious. Both are good, but this one to me way better and way nicer. It's even smoother. I've already smooth whiskey. Really good. More herbal, interesting. Man, that's good. If you're able to find a single barrel Bulleit from the 1B306 range, I guess, maybe jump on one. Especially if you can get somehow one of these single barrels from Inglorious Caskers. This is one of the best bourbons I think I've had in a long time. I love this. So let's try its supposed sister barrel. I'll pour a little more. I don't want to go too much. I got so much left. Yo, cheers. So scent. Okay, this next one kind of brings back that sweeter back end. So it definitely right away smells different than the other one. Let's give it a taste. Okay, this is interesting. There's similarities. They have the same exact juice in them, or mash bill, or whatever it's called. Both these guys. The twins.
With the twins.
But they do taste distinctly different from each other. This one had a lot more cloviness to it, a lot more complexity. This one brought back in that sort of sweetness back in that I tasted in here, almost that sourness, but it's much more subdued. Both are good. This is the best. This is really good whiskey. I can't stop saying that, but this one honestly tastes like those two blended together almost. And I know somebody in the comments is going to go, but you poured them in the same glass. Whatever, dude. So of course they taste like a mix. Well, you're probably right. This is not science. It's really cool though. I like these sort of Four Roses and Bulleit bottles that supposedly these are. They taste delicious. The second one's the best one, but they're all good. Yeah, that's my whiskey review, y'all. Next week we're doing Smooth Ambler Old Scout.